see it's with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause I...
Thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
To Mike, 58 to Mike. Squeeze, double. Check safety. Check 37.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott. He'll get this to Eckler. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, watch the slant. 58 to Mike.
Now Dak on the option left. He can. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Colts pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. The drive starts with a completion left side.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Love. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on fourth down. They snap it to Lott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 9, check 9. Check it out.
On second down, Eckler. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. There we go, kill.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 49 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Love. And his throw is incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 64 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
This is a counter play. Eckler. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Good.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Kill.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Tighten up. Undercrunch. 26.
A give. Eckler running to the right. A little juke. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Colts take over. Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Jim. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. We'll try a little trickery here on the end around. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The tackle made by Rock Yassin. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
53. Check 53. Switch. Mike, 53. Mike. We own them.
Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. Steps away. This is caught. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here we go.
The carry here for the big tight end. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. On second and goal, Taylor hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Now it's Hines. They'll try to get... forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
Second and 10 at the 3-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Mike,
This This is Hines. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Taylor running the option left. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, Taylor. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. It's a check. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. In your face.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Now the extra point.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. coming up at halftime. I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2 yards, good enough for first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Ben Banagoo able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm here all day. Monte, Bill. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Another try after the first down sack. Taylor flushed out right. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check, 53's Mike. You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball. Watch the eye. Right strong. Drive on.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Mike 37. All day. All day, every day. Any day. Wahoo. Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Oh, here we go. Oh. Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. He can't hang.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Taylor, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I'm scared.
Final play of the half. It's Taylor. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission.
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
What we got? What we got? Check three, check three, check three.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Shift, shift. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
On second down, it's Jackson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Draw play, it's Eckler. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go, D. Big Sears.
On second down, this is Jackson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Taylor now to throw on third down. He'll get this to his running back. It's Justin Jackson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Hines. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. They go play action with Taylor, escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On the ground, it's Eckler, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
You go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch the shit.
Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
950. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong play.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 27, Brissett looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Brissett now. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To try again after the sack. Brissett looking for Campbell downfield. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Now Brissett. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Brissett. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Brissett. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Frank Reich here on fourth down is ready to try for 3. This officially a 55-yard attempt. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. It's Eckler again. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Taylor on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Brissett on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The old Cal Bear, Brandon Mebane, gets the sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Brissett sets to throw it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. And he's going to go down again. Ndamukong Suh. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Two-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
On the ground, this is Jackson. They find some open field here. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, 53 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And they take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back him up 5. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez standing just outside his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and
So time to start going.